Sorry, sir. Time's up. If she was your goat, she would have gone to you. This goat remains unclaimed.
Fidel.
Yes, sir.
Goats aren't obedient. They don't come when called. You do know that, don't you?
Got him, Chief.
Ah, Dwayne, well done. Oh, you can't put me in here.
Why? You want to go in there? Maybe you should stop stealing yachts.
Lily, going to knock off early, if that's okay.
Sure thing, sir. Have a nice evening.
Night, Chief.
Honorary Police Station. Okay, and what time was this? Okay, we'll send someone over right away.
Hello?
Dwayne, you know Lord Salcombe's place?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his panic room's gone into lockdown. Apparently, we've got the codes to open it in our safe. What shall I go on?
Oh, that's a very good shot. A
Dwayne?
beautiful cover drive all the way
Dwayne.
to the band.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I'll do it.
First, all right,
Huh?
We've got a problem.
We were having a party, then from nowhere the alarm started blaring. Someone is locked inside the panic room.
Where is Lord and Lady Salcombe?
Well, no one has seen them since the alarm went off. I think you should know. Just before the alarm, there was a gunshot. Everybody heard it.
So everybody out and don't touch anything.
Sotila. Lady
What's
Salcombe.
going on? What's going on?
There was a gunshot, and the panic room had been locked down.
Who's in there? No. Is it James? No. My husband in there.
What on earth would I be doing in there?
Lawrence, call an ambulance. Now. Alila!
Any problem?
Charlie Hume.
Just been informed the airline have lost my luggage.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
If you could just point me in the direction of the lost luggage desk. Ah, thank you.
We don't need outside help.
Charlie Hume was a British cop. We want a British cop to lead the case.
What time do you open in the morning?
0600 hours, sir.
Then I'll call you at 0601. Thank you very much. Daphne.
Hey, my monitor's playing up.
The crime scene's been cleared and all the evidence back been sent to the lab. So when will we get an autopsy report? Okay, thanks. Report's on its way. This guy they're sending from London, he'll be good, won't he?
Who knows?
They won't just send any old... They better feed the goats.
The chief's monitor still works, though, doesn't it?
Sure. Why?
Saint Marie was colonized by the French, who lost it to the British, who lost it to the Dutch. The Dutch lost it back to the French. The French then handed it back to the British in the mid-70s. So, about 30% of the population is still French.
French, great. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse.
Welcome to Honorary Station.
I got to go. The commissioner's here.
Ah. Sir.
So, team, Dwayne, Fidel, this is Detective Inspector Richard Poole from the Met in London.
Thank you. I'll take over from here. Right then. I want everything you've got on D.I. Hume's death on my desk immediately. And if you could get onto IT to sort out the login details for my PC. It's imperative I get on the network ASAP.
Pen pusher. This is not going to go well.
Sorry, my monitor won't turn on. Oh, heat.
Then take your jacket off.
D.I. Hume's been dead 48 hours. Is this all you've got? Where's the forensics report? Ballistics? DNA?
We'll have them soon.
Who's this?
Everybody in that photograph was on the guest list for the party, apart from that woman. And neither Lord or Lady Salcombe or any of the other guests know who she was or what she was doing there.
Statements?
In the file.
Is it always this hot?
No. Sometimes it's a lot hotter.
Look, I'll be honest with you, this whole Caribbean thing, I mean, I'm sure it's very nice, but, well, it's not really my idea of, yeah. So, as soon as I've solved this case and I've got my luggage, I'm on the next plane home. I can't think why they sent me here. Sorry, where is here?
I thought you might like to see where you're staying before we go up to the house. This is where we put the foreign officers, like you and Charlie Hume.
This is Charlie's old house.
You can freshen up, and I'll pick you up in an hour.
No, it's terrible. The airline have lost my luggage. It's about 400 degrees in the shade, and they put me up in some kind of shack. Oh, right, yes, of course. Well, I think I've got 3 case files in my in tray that should be in my pending tray, and there's a case file in my pending tray I should have swept to my out tray. Or my in tray. It's no longer pending, is the point, sir. Thank you. Sorry it's in such a mess, you know. It seemed like quite a rush to get me out here. Yep, that's everything. Oh, although I did leave a tangerine in the top left-hand drawer of my desk, if you, That's very kind. Yeah, top left-hand. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, here's my car. Yeah, no, I think they're very pleased to have me here, if I'm honest. The welcome's been very, yeah, you know, and the accommodation's very... Ah! Oh, bloody splinter! Oh, God. Yeah, no, it's fine, no. It does a little bit, yeah. Thank you for sending me, sir. Yep, okay, yeah, sorry, gotta go, yeah. Bye. All right, I'm coming. So how did a British policeman get mixed up with an aristocrat?
I don't know.
Then what was he like?
Oh, Charlie? Fun. Not your typical Englishman. Charismatic, you know?
What do you mean by a typical Englishman? Detective Inspector Richard Poole, Metropolitan Police.
Ah, yes, coming.
Thank you.
Well, I was out here serving drinks to the guests. It had just gone 8 o'clock. Then there was a gunshot from the study, and the alarms went off.
So what did you do then?
Well, I waited for the police to arrive.
Did you see this woman that night?
No.
Come on, darling.
What time?
You've got to have something on him. Because you've read his file. There's got to be some dirt. I'll take you to the Bay Cove. So that's it? Okay, bye. His department threw a party for him when he left.
Oh, so he's popular?
No. They threw the party after he'd gone.
What's that?
It's a laser tape measure. Accurate to a millimetre over 150 metres.
We do have tape measures on St. Marie, you know.
Not like this, you don't, Sergeant Thompson. Now, when D.I. Hume's body was found, he was holding a book, a travel guide to Europe. Why? And this is the vase, then, that was found smashed on the night?
Mm-hmm.
When the room was locked down, could anyone else have got in?
No, not until I entered the code. And it can only be opened from the outside.
Death was instantaneous?
He was killed by a .22 bullet, shot up through the throat and straight into his skull.
Could almost be suicide, couldn't it? But for 2 things. 1, gunshot, and then alarm. How could Charlie shoot himself, then manage to shut down a heavy steel door? And secondly, if it was suicide, why didn't we find a pistol? Then if it was murder...
How did the murderer kill D.I. Hume and then escape from a locked steel room? James Lavender, how do you do?
Can you tell me exactly where you were standing when the gun went off?
Fortunately for me, when the gun went off, I was down here on my beach.
Oh, I see. Your beach. Little proprietorial, aren't we?
Well, I do own it.
Right. And what were you doing down here?
I was down here for a touch of privacy with a special friend.
A special friend who wasn't necessarily your wife?
Which was rather the problem.
James?
My wife, Sarah, spotted it. The argument was quick, wordless, and ended with a large glass of wine all over her dress.
Well, that means you were back at the party when the gun went off.
No, I came back down here. But my friend had gone.
And how well do you know the deceased?
Not at all. Maybe Sarah invited her. Sorry, do we have to,
Do you own a .22 pistol?
No, I don't know the first thing about guns. Wouldn't know one end from another. But you've really dressed for the Caribbean, haven't you?
Yeah. Having heard the gunshot, what did you do next?
Well, then the alarms went off. I didn't know what was going on, so I hid. Until I saw the police arrive.
I see the safe was open. How many people know the combination to open it?
Well, I do, of course, and my wife.
That's it? Just the two of you?
Yeah.
Well, did you open it that night?
No.
Or give D.I. Hume the combination?
No.
Then your wife must have opened it.
Well, you'll have to ask her yourself, won't you?
My dress was ruined. I was humiliated. I came back to the house. So this is where I was when the alarm went off.
And what did you do next?
I came in here to get dressed.
Did you invite D.I. Hume to the party?
No, didn't my husband?
He says he didn't.
On the day of the party, did you open the safe?
No.
Or give D.I. Hume the combination so he could open it?
No.
She's lying, isn't she?
One of them must have opened the safe, but why? We've got a British policeman murdered in a rich man's panic room. An old book clutched in his hands. A safe that's open, and a vase that's smashed. As for suspects, there are only two people without an alibi.
James, because he was down on his beach alone, and Sarah, because she was taking a shower.
Not that any of this matters. Doesn't get us any closer to understanding the how. How did the murderer kill Charlie Hume, then escape from a locked steel room? It's impossible. Right, I need to see the pieces from the vase and the book Charlie was holding. First, I need to see the body.
That won't be possible.
What would? Seeing the body?
No, none of it. The book, the body, the vase, none of it is here.
So, what are you saying?
It's in Basse-Terre.
Fine, we'll get some sandwiches on the way.
Basse-Terre, Guadeloupe.
Fine.
Which is a completely different island.
What?
We don't have forensic labs and DNA analysis and ballistics here. We are just a small island. So, I bag the evidence from the murder and it all gets flown to Guadeloupe.
Then how are we supposed to solve this case?
We'll get their reports.
When? Arrange for the vase and the book to be sent here by tomorrow morning. Can you manage that?
Of course, sir.
How'd you get anything done on this island?
Beats me. It's a wonder how we get out of bed in the morning.
How are we supposed to find this mystery woman when all we've got is a photograph of the back of her head? I remember when Charlie Hume first got here, trying to reorganize the whole filing system.
Yes, I remember that.
He had that whole alphabetical thing going on. Would have taken us months if I hadn't talked him out of it.
I'll try in there.
Okay. Lily, how are you getting on with it? But why does he want us to do... But that's just a waste of our time. I'll get Fidel on it, okay?
No luck.
He wants the smashed vase and the book brought back from Guadeloupe.
But why? They've only just got there.
Maybe he wants to color code them.
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm Detective Inspector Richard Poole of the Metropolitan Police. Who are you?
I am Mr. Hume's cleaner.
You're his cleaner? Well, I won't get in your way. You've got your work cut out.
Thank you, sir. So, are you a friend of Charlie's?
Something like that.
You're from England, right?
Ah, you can tell, can you?
Yeah. What are you doing here? Is it a holiday, sir?
You haven't heard, have you?
Heard what? But you were such a nice man. So full of life, not you. Typical.
Yes, I've heard, yeah.
But who would kill him?
We're pursuing a number of lines of inquiry.
Are you staying here, sir?
Yes, apparently so.
And will you be here long?
I hope not.
Oh, do you need a cleaner? No, oh, laundry. I could always send any of your suits.
No, it's fine, really. Don't worry. I'll just borrow the odd item from Mr. Hume.
They are not all clean.
Oh, please.
You know, I never thought I'd get fed up going from bar to bar talking to women.
You know what I'm wondering? What? Maybe he'll stay. Who? The new chief.
Our new boss? He's many things. And I could probably draw up a long list. But he's no chief, okay?
No, you lost my suitcase and you can find my suitcase. What do you mean you've got no record of it? I filled in the form and gave it to Daphne. Daphne! She was standing by the lost luggage counter when I lost my... I'll ring you back. Shoo. Where can I get a .22 caliber gun and some blank rounds? Best if I don't ask?
It's always best if you don't ask.
So, the book and the vase have arrived from Guadeloupe.
Well done, Billy. Good work. So this is it. The book Charlie was holding when he was shot. What's so special about it? Ah! And now the pieces from the smashed vase. Yeah, this is all good. I should be able to...
There are still 2 more bags, sir.
Even so, bit of glue and...
Okay. The gun is sorted.
Well, when you get it, bring it straight to James Lavender's house. Millie and I are going there now.
We are? Why?
As it turns out, Lady Sulcombe's been lying to us. Good morning, Lady Sulcombe.
Please, call me Sarah.
Then tell me, Sarah, why did you lie to me?
I'm sorry.
You knew Charlie Hume.
No, I didn't.
You'd been to his house before, hadn't you? I smelled a perfume on one of his towels, a perfume I'd only smelled once before in your dressing room. You shot Charlie Hume.
What?
In a panic room that night.
No, I didn't.
Then you calmly went for a shower, washing off any trace of evidence in the process.
I didn't kill Charlie.
But you did, Sarah, in cold blood. You put a gun to his throat and pulled the trigger.
No, I didn't kill him. I loved him.
I'd always worried that James would find out about Charlie and me. When I saw him shot dead...
You think James killed him?
Charlie was investigating my husband. Why? He said he didn't dare tell me. My life would be in danger.
It was you. You gave Charlie the combination to the safe, didn't you?
Charlie said there was a book in the safe, and that if he could just get hold of it, he would be able to put my husband in prison.
But we've seen the book. It's just an old guidebook. What's so special about it?
Apologies for interrupting. Your colleagues say they're ready.
Wait. So, who is your prime suspect?
Sorry?
Well, we're having a little sweepstake, so, you know, I'm not in the right direction.
It's a bit of a mystery so far. We're thinking of fitting up one of the staff. Listen, when I'm dressed like this, don't mess with me, okay?
Okay, Dwayne Fidel, are you in position?
Yep.
You sure these are blanks?
Yes. Did either of you hear that?
You fired that gun yet?
The detective inspector's gonna fire again. You hear that?
No, nothing.
This is a .22 pistol. Same caliber as the gun that killed Charlie Hume. So if Dwayne Infidel can't hear me firing on a day like today, what did the guests hear on the night of the party?
The gunshot that killed Charlie Hume?
No. Any gunshot they heard must have come from a larger caliber gun. A louder gun.
Ah, well, if it's a louder gun you're looking for...
You said you didn't own a gun.
No, I said I didn't own a .22 pistol. But if it's a large gun you're after... Darling?
What large gun?
It was my father's. His service revolver. It's been here for years. It's gone. There's a box of bullets, but the gun's disappeared.
.38 caliber Smith & Wesson rounds. Yep. It's a loud gun. And now it's missing. Who knew it was kept there?
Me, of course. And James?
Anyone else?
No.
So once again, it's either James or Sarah. And I don't peg Sarah as a murderer.
Are you saying women don't kill people? Sir, she doesn't have an alibi for the time of the murder. She was having an affair with the deceased. She owns a gun she didn't tell us about, which now has apparently gone missing. Oh, yes, and she turns up at the scene of the murder having showered and washed her hair.
Well, that at least is understandable.
What?
The shower, the sun-emitting heat. I mean, how many showers do you have a day? What's in this book worth dying for? You know, if we could just prove the service revolver was fired that night...
Right, sir?
Yeah. Well, it would mean that Charlie could have been killed before 8 o'clock with a quiet .22 pistol, and the service revolver was only fired at 8 o'clock to establish an apparent time of death.
You need a break. Let's go for a walk.
Where?
So, tell me, what's London like?
Oh, noisy. A mess. Like being in a bar fight, mostly. But,
You love it?
only place I'd live.
What's a typical London experience? Something that fills you with joy. Tell me.
So, walking into my local, the White Hart. It's snowing, bitterly cold outside, but there's a fire roaring in the grate, the window's misty with condensation. And I've got a beer in my hand, sitting in the snug, in the chair that I sit in. That first sip.
Alone?
Yes, but that feeling, you know, of belonging, knowing who you are. Whatever this is, it's not that.
Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow, shall I?
Yes, yes. Good idea. Yeah. And thanks again.
Good night.
Yeah, good work. You've been fantastic. Oh, right, yes, of course. It's the bins. Have the bin men been yet? Yeah, because I wondered if you could go next door and just push my bins back onto the driveway, you know, where they normally, Oh, well, if you're at work, then, yeah. No, quite understand. Although if your wife's at home, maybe she could, you know, no. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, no, the bins can just stay there on the street until you get home. Well, that's very kind of you, Jeremy. Thank you. My regards to Elaine. Yeah. And the girls. Yeah, and don't worry about my bins next week. Yeah. Fingers crossed I'll be home by then. Thank you. Yep. Come on.
So that's a bit. This weekend, I'll swim in the pool at my friend's mansion in the hills. Okay then. Bye-bye.
Who was that?
A friend?
Never seen her before?
She's a tourist. I've been showing her around the island. Is the inspector in yet?
No. He found a key. Looks like it's for a safety deposit box. Him and Lily have gone to the bank to check it out.
Just knock on the door when you want to be let out.
So Charlie's a policeman abroad. It's not necessarily suspicious that he would have a safety deposit box. On the other hand...
Blank.
Cash, forged passports, human trafficking. It's got to be up through the Caribbean and into the States. It's a multi-million-dollar trade, and it absolutely relies on corrupt officials.
But how does all this tie in with James Lavender?
Oh, well, that, sir, is easy.
How come?
Because that is James Lavender's fault.
I found these in Charlie Hume's safety deposit box. I want them logged and fingerprinted ASAP.
Yes, sir. It's the airport. They found your luggage.
Not now, Fidel. Dwayne, Lily's getting a warrant to search James's house and yacht. I need you to give me a lift to the harbour, if you would. You do have another car, don't you? It's not just... It's just the one car, isn't it? Then what do you do in emergencies?
I thought you'd never ask.
There she is over there.
Well, how are we going to get to it? We haven't got a search warrant.
We have now. Locked.
Hey, look what I found! You all right there, sir?
People smuggling.
Told you.
Hang on. You're Charlie's cleaner.
Charlie didn't have a cleaner.
She was in my house.
Just like that?
No, dressed as a cleaner. Now what? There you are.
Remind me to tell you the story of the tortoise and the hare sometime. What were you doing on James Lavender's boat? Okay. What's your relationship with James Lavender? And what were you doing in Charlie's house pretending to be a cleaner? Hang on. This is you, isn't it? You were at the party that night. Why?
Is this a formal interview?
No, of course not.
Then why are you talking to me?
No, of course. I'll arrange for a duty solicitor to visit with you immediately. What's so funny?
Oh, no, it's just... It's 100 degrees in here, and you standing there in a suit and tie talking about duty solicitors?
I'm a British policeman.
No, you're kidding me.
And you're in there because I found you on a boat that's been used for people smuggling.
Give me my phone call.
Fidel, our friend wants her one phone call.
Yes, sir.
As for you and me, Lily, I think it's time to put the squeeze on James Lavender.
Yes, sir.
He's not leaving till we've got it all. How the people smuggling works, who that woman is that we've got in the cells. Oh, and what Charlie was doing in the panic room when he was killed, why he was killed, why he was holding the book, and how, finally, how Charlie was murdered. Oh, no.
Dead. He must have shot himself.
It's a .22 pistol, isn't it? Just like the one that killed Charlie.
This isn't a suicide, sir. This is a confession. James killed Charlie.
Someone warned him, didn't they? Come on, phone call. Okay, so who did you phone?
You are in so much trouble.
Sir, there's been a breakout. I'm ringing the Coast Guard and Interpol. We need to alert the airport. How did she escape from a locked cell?
Detective Inspector, can I introduce you to Detective Sergeant Camille Baudet? Born in Saint Paris, trained in Paris, but for the last 2 years has been working undercover on Guadeloupe.
Making the case against James Lavender?
And she's back on the island.
Because I'm days away from an arrest, so I'd appreciate if you...
I'm sorry, there's an undercover police officer on this island working the same case, and you didn't think to tell me?
We couldn't. Camille reckons there's a corrupt policeman helping James Lavender. We couldn't take the risk.
It's not likely to be me, is it? I've been in Croydon for the last 13 years. And if you're looking for your corrupt copper, it was Charlie Hume.
How do you know that?
I've got a box full of evidence linking Charlie to human trafficking and James Lavender's yacht. Charlie was clearly James's right-hand man.
Then we need to go in hard, sir. Arrest James Lavender right now.
Small problem.
Don't tell me there is some form we have to fill in first in triplicate.
James Lavender's dead. Looks like suicide, but either way, as far as this case goes, Charlie Hume's a dead end, and now so too is James Lavender. This place.
Sir, look, you know, if James killed Charlie and then killed himself, I can take over from here, finish the paperwork. You could be on the next plane out of here.
Don't. I'm imagining it now. Walking out at Heathrow, being cold. Finally being cold again. You know, I never thought I'd miss it.
Miss what?
Drizzle. That feeling on your face, like a wet flannel. Oh, England. Problem is, we may know what happened, but we still don't really know how it happened. How was Charlie killed from inside a locked panic room? Lily, I need you to stay here and conclude the interviews. Fidel! You're with me.
Yes, sir. I don't believe it. How long?
You do not ever want to know how long. Okay, that seems about right. It took me. This wasn't knocked over. Look, here and here. It was shot from slightly above and angling downwards. Now, if you go over towards the desk, let's say you're James.
You think James shot Charlie?
At this stage, all I know is that somebody shot this vase, but with a .22 bullet or a .38. That's the question. The whole case rather depends on us finding the answer. So if you just hold that absolutely still, let's find out where the bullet went.
You need to watch out for snakes, sir. They can be in a tree sometimes, too.
Oh, God. I thought you were... Where have you been?
I figured the tortoise would get there a whole lot quicker with a metal detector.
Finally, proof. The bullet that shot the vase on the night of the murder was a .38 caliber, fired by a bloody loud service revolver. Oh, no, not again. Yes, what? Sorry? No, start again. My luggage. What do you mean it's still in Heathrow? You lost it in Sainte Marie. Eh? Oh. Oh, I see. No, sorry, just keep it in Heathrow, please. I'll be back soon. In fact, I'll be on the next plane out of here.
You okay there, sir?
They never put my luggage on the plane.
Yeah.
Yes, of course! Oh!
It's the heat. It's finally got the better of him.
Fire the gun.
Should I call for an ambulance?
Yes, you do. Of course. Thank you, Fidel. Yes. Okay, so that's phone call and then into the sea with you. Brilliant. Brilliant. Leaving the murderer free to commit murder.
Just loosen your tie a moment there, sir.
It's very, very simple.
Call the ambulance.
No, call the commissioner. He's going to need to be here for the arrest.
Okay, you said it. Better get the commissioner here as soon as possible.
Why kill him in the first place is the question. But then if the bullet's not the bullet, what if... Yes!
How many fingers am I holding up, sir?
Fidel, James Lavender had a mobile phone on him when he died. Get it for me. I'm also going to need the .22 pistol he was holding when we found his body. And while you're getting them, you and me, Dwayne, we're going to have a little chat. You know, I should have realised the lessons in my luggage sooner.
The luggage?
See, my case was never loaded onto the plane. It remained in Heathrow. So when the hold was opened in Sainte Marie, it looked as though it had disappeared. Whereas in reality, it was never in there in the first place.
But how does that help?
In the same way that when the panic room was opened, we thought the killer had disappeared. But in reality, the murderer was never in there.
Please just tell me who killed Charlie.
When Charlie investigated your husband, he set in motion a chain of events that would lead to his murder and your husband's. On the night of the party, I think James discovered Charlie in the panic room and realised he had to kill him. The only problem being, James doesn't know his way around a gun, as he told us. So he only managed to shoot the vase. At which point, Charlie does the only logical thing and locks himself safely inside the panic room. Now, James has just tried to kill a policeman, so what does he do? He goes back to his beach, where I presume he disposed of the service revolver before making a call. In fact, he must have made a phone call. He didn't kill Charlie Hume, so who did he get to do it?
You can't be sure it wasn't James.
I can. James only managed to shoot a vase using your service revolver, the only gunshot that was heard on the night. Don't you see what this means? We have no way of knowing when Charlie was killed because nobody heard the .22 gunshot that killed him. In fact, he could have been killed at any time on the night of the murder.
So are you saying he was killed before the panic room was shut down?
Haven't you worked it out yet?
No, sir.
I know who the murderer is, and so do you, Sergeant Thompson. Is it you? You murdered Charlie Hume.
Are you insane?
No. Point. But you quickly realised killing Charlie only bought you time. Isn't that right? How did the murderer kill Charlie Hume and then escape from a locked steel room? It's impossible. What you needed next was a sacrificial lamb. So you planted a safety deposit key in my bungalow, knowing that I'd find it the next time I showered. I mean, how many showers do you ever do? Because once I had the key, you could then lead me to the safety deposit box with all the evidence you'd planted to create supposed links between Charlie Hume, human trafficking, and James Lavender, who you killed before picking up the warrant for us to search his yacht.
Sir, this is all lies.
Can you prove any of this?
Charlie was found shot dead inside a locked panic room on his own, no gun nearby. But if you think about it logically, as he's the only person found inside, he must have been alive when the room was locked down. Who else could have shut that door down apart from him? He's the only person found in there. And if he was alive when he locked the room down,
So, everybody out and don't touch anything.
He must have also been alive when Sergeant Thompson opened it up. Even if he was dead within seconds of her arriving on the scene. You see, this wasn't an impossible murder. It merely happened after the police arrived. Isn't that so, Sergeant? Now, I wonder who James rang that night, having just attempted to murder a British policeman. Ah, well, now, here we are. Because if he rang you, Sergeant, that's going to be pretty incriminating, don't you think?
Hello?
So why did he ring you? If not to say that Charlie was going to take you both down unless you took him out.
Why would I kill Charlie Hume?
You're saying women don't kill people? Because of the book Charlie was holding, the book he'd just got from the safe and which was about to put you and James in prison.
The book he was holding was a travel guide.
But was it, sir?
Yes, it was.
And yet with this case, nothing has been as it seems. The gun that was heard on the night wasn't the gun that killed Charlie. The bullet that was fired wasn't the bullet that killed Charlie. So this is what I suddenly thought. What if the book Charlie was holding wasn't the book Charlie was holding?
It's Charlie Hume.
Imagine the book Charlie was holding was incriminating and you're Lily. What do? Well, you clear the crime scene, of course, standard procedure. But then what?
Call an ambulance. No.
Everyone's seen the book in Charlie's hand. You can't very well remove it. So you swap it. For any book on these shelves that looks the same. The innocent book going into Charlie's hands and the incriminating book going back on the shelves, concealed amongst all these others, hidden in plain view, as it were. What's more, I reckon I can do this in one. Ah, Charlie Hume's blood on this. You see? Everything you'd need to prove James's involvement in human trafficking. Money, dates, cargoes.
How did you just do that?
This is the only one with no writing down the spine. I imagine you were planning to come back sometime and retrieve it. Oh, your name's in here. All the way through, in fact, and there's a fingerprint in Charlie Hume's blood. I mean, logically, if you think about it, that's going to be quite hard to explain if it turns out to be yours. You know, I have to take my hat off to you. You had me pointing this way and that from the start. And there were times, I must confess, when you were dazzling.
You killed 2 people. Why?
You know how many times I've been passed over? Someone sent from London to do a job I should be doing. Charlie Hume and now him. So if I'm not good enough, why not take the money instead and a lot of it? Enough to get away from this. Away from you. There's a whole world out there, you know, Fidel.
Problem is, I don't think you'll ever get to leave this island again. Dwayne, Fidel, if you would.
Sure thing, Chief.
Yay! What if I trod on you? No point looking at me like that. I'm off.
It isn't a stitch-up.
Really? So my super in London arranges for me to be posted here, you agree to it, and it's not a stitch-up.
Of course not. It's just a sensible reallocation of resources.
Look, don't get me wrong, I'm sure the Caribbean's great. You know, beach holidays and snorkeling, but I can't work here, let alone live here. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but there's a tree growing through my front room. I've got no luggage. What?
You know how your luggage was left at Heathrow?
Your suitcase, Chief.
Anything else? Any other bombshells I should know about?
Of course not. No. Well, maybe one.
No.
Tell me about it.
You're undercover.
Was undercover. You kind of blew that when you arrested me, remember?
Come on, no one knows you're a copper.
I do.
What?
Yeah, and if a crook like Marlon knows, then everyone in the underworld will know she's a copper, my friend.
Boy, not a crook.
Yes,
you are.
Can't you go back to Guadeloupe?
Can't you go back to London?
I'm trying.
Try harder. I can't work with him.
The paperwork is done. You're both staying. So, as Commissioner, and I'm very pleased to say, on behalf of the Royal St. Marie Police Force, welcome to paradise.
Make it!
Don't worry, we'll look after her.
In the event of Lisa's death, do you inherit her fortune?
Who'd kill her bride?
One of this lot!
Surely you're not saying that any of us are under suspicion.
I'm a police officer, and I want a cup of tea.
You like me?
Very much. I've got a date.
You're coming with us.
Another death in paradise next Tuesday at 9. After the news on BBC One, women in their 20s follow their calling to become young nuns at 10:35. Well, live on BBC Two now, Coldplay, later with the Jewels.